Hello my friends, John LaRuffa here with another Straight Up Solo. In this episode, we're going to take a playthrough of Revive from a solo standpoint. We're going to do it on game number 3 of the campaign. Now, I'm not going to spoil any story or whatever, but you will see a couple of mechanics and things that are unlocked in games after games 1 and 2, so you'll see a little bit of that. I just figured why not give people some like a little peek as far as what you get as this game gets more into the swing of things. So that's the only minor spoiler, I guess, a little spoiler alert, whatever you want to say. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay folks, and as usual, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done so already, and if you have, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So just the very top of this board is cut off, but there's really nothing to see up there. There's just some artifacts, so move those down, and the scoring marker starts at 0. I figured it'd be better for everybody to see the game board proper itself and the cards going in and out. So I did do a review of this game pretty recently, and if you have some questions about the gameplay or whatever that aren't answered here, I do go through more of a rule sort of explanation about different actions in that one. One thing I did clarify between that game and now is that the people, when you expand your population, they've got to either go on these little city sites or they go on the big locations like that. So, all right, beginning here, I've got a couple of cards I can play at the very beginning. And as you remember, the cards themselves will be what advances the end game and your hibernation. The rest of the actions don't actually advance anything in that regard. So I'm playing with the moon side. This is the difference in this game from the third one, is that the moon side is in play on these sides, or these different factions if I want to. And that also gives me some forest tiles that I can play. And as I play these forest tiles, they will reward me with books, depending on if they are in a connected line. So that's kind of cool. And basically, in order to place these out, on my turn, if I activate a star action like this, I can spend 1 crystal to place it out, then gain all the books that are from connected spaces. And each of these forest tiles will also advance my different buildings on the green track if they are adjacent to them. Okay, so we got that going for us. Now, my bonuses in this game are specific to getting the crates, building next to water, and also using the star actions. And I want to clarify just before I begin with that bonus that it is each unique water space that you have collected a reward from. So that is what it is, unique water spaces. So in that sense of the word, I'm going to want to start building by this. I'm definitely going to want to go over here because I want to use the forests, and then we'll see what we could do. Maybe kind of focus on this side of the board this time. So let's begin. Let's go ahead and let's see. We could start off probably by getting maybe a bonus tile. Let's go do that. We're going to start by getting one of these tiles. Put this under here. That'll be 1. And I'm going to get something that's going to help me to get my population expanded, I believe. But as soon as I say that, I do want to do that. So we'll get these books going. So I'm going to put this out here, over here, and I should have scooted this back a little bit just to give myself a smidge more playing room with these cards. Okay, so we put that up there. My next move is going to be to bring in, maybe I will bring in some of that. Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this to play my first forest tile. So put that down there. That's going to move me up to the next space. I activate this. I spend my 1 crystal. Okay, put this right here. And then that will let me place my first forest space. Now, because I'm placing it right next to this spot, as far as I could tell, that doesn't cost me anything. So I put that down, and then I gain 1 book because it's the first forest space over there. And I've got a little idea of what I think I can do with this. So there's my book. And now for my final trick here with these cards, I'm going to go ahead and play this guy like so under here, and that will give me another book, another gear, and a food. So now I've got a couple of books ready to unlock this. And this one says may spend books instead of food or gears when paying costs, which is cool. So books are wild for me, and that's good. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to bring this guy into play. I'm going to bring him into play right here. Okay, still no cost for the food because we're right adjacent to that center spot. All right, so we've started there. Now I do have one food, I have one gear, not a whole lot that's going to help me with, and I can't really explore anything, so I think the time is come to already hibernate. So I'm going to oh no, wait, no. Time out. I'm going to slide my switch down, and in sliding the switch, I will gain, what do I want to gain? So the other optional rule is I can use that to gain the top of what's written on these cards. I think the best thing to do would be this one, but that's kind of cool in that you can spend books for 3 points. Although I'm using books as wild, so maybe that's not something I want to double down on. I will get rid of this guy, so we'll put him in the discard. I'm going to get a book and a crystal. Okay, so he goes over here. Deal out another one, because that was a switch action. And now I'll probably hibernate. So let me go ahead and do that. So 1, 2. I will take the cards that are under here. Well, first I'll take the cards over here, and I'll flip them over. I'll take the cards under here, put them in the resting spot. I'll move my switch back up. I didn't use any of my energy. And then I move this up and I get into one of these tiles right here. And what do I want to choose? What looks good? So I'm going to be a little bit quick on the draw here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some more food out. And that way this gives me some flexibility. So I'll put this over here. And I don't think I gained my book the first time I did that. When you put them down on these spots, you gain the book or whatever it is. So I gain a food right now from there. All right, so now we're back up and ready again. As you can see, the flow is kind of just different in this game, I feel, right? Just feels a little bit different. And right now, speaking of different, I am going to go ahead and pay the two food and 2 books to flip this one over. I immediately get 4 points, which I'll reach over here and get those. Then I get to draw a card, and I kind of like the cards that let me play other cards without costing me anything. So I'm going to pick up this one, and that gives me this bonus card play. Now, flipping this over here, let's see what's doing on this side. So it is a lightning bolt, which is, well, it is a water, and we knew that was going to be a water, and that's cool. I want to orient it in such a way that I can try to make this next play over here good and this play over here good. So we're going to flip it like that. All right, now I'd like to get more of those gears. So I will get more of those gears. I'm going to go ahead and pay this card right here. And that will give me 2 books because of this plus the gear. So here's the gear, and here's 2 books. And I just moved that up. And so the nice thing about this is I may spend books instead of spending the whole gear cost. So I will do that. I'm going to spend 2 gears, and I'm going to spend this book to place my first house. I'm going to put it over here, and that would cost me 1 food, which I don't have, but I do have a crystal. All right, and the reason I put it over there, and of course the 1 food is to cross from here to here. I want to get this, and I want to get those. So that will first unlock this spot right here, then unlock the green spot right here, and give me then access to yet another one of these tiles. And the more of these you have, the better. And especially since you're in a solo game, you're limited to the number of card plays you have. Really, you really want to take advantage of each and every one of those things as much as humanly possible. And so with that in mind, I think the thing I'm going to choose here will be, that's a tough one. double down on this gear. So this will give me 2 gears right now, which is good because that'll help me expand a little better. Okay, with that in mind, then what I can do is, so I unlocked this that allows me to change 1 good into a crystal, which is good, and I unlock this, which lets me take this and put that over there, get my cards back sooner, which is also good. I'm going to play another card action because I'm going to need a little more help. In this case, we're going to go with this. So this will give me 3 gears, pardon me. 1, 2, 3, which is ultimately what I wanted to get. Plus, I get to play a yellow card without having it cost a gear action. I'm going to play this yellow one here, which is going to give me another food and will get me off the ground on this, which finally gives me this +1 range, which I like. And I just covered up an electrical space, so that gives me another charge, which is good. Okay. Now, considering what I have to work with, I want to place my next building out in such a way that I gain a ton of resources, and I think the best thing to do with that is to put it here. Now that's going to really bump me up on yellow, which I'm fine with. That should be all right. I'm going to be able to unlock some stuff. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's pay the 5 for my big house over here. We're going to put the big house right here, which doesn't cost me anything with regards to food. So I'm going to get 4 of these, and then I'm going to get that lightning. And the 4 of these yellows are going to be here. So I'm on 2, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I unlock this, which immediately lets me choose a yellow one to use. And I think the coolest thing would be to, I'm not going to get the red potions this game, so I'm not going to worry about that. I'm not going in that direction. I think that I'd rather have the range extender more than anything else. So we'll be able to build that in to help us get off, because I'm kind of clumping up a little bit in the beginning of this. Okay, now what do I have left to work with? Well, I've got 1 book and I've got 1 food, and it's not a ton of stuff. What I do need to do is unlock this as soon as I possibly can, because that'll help me with more card plays. If I had a crystal, which I can get a crystal, maybe that's the best thing to do, because then that'll help me extend. Yes, actually, that's exactly what I want to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this to turn this food into 1 crystal. Then I'm going to play this, after moving that, to unlock 1 of these star actions. And that lets me spend a crystal, put this over here. I get my first artifact, and I'm really doubling down on these stars, and I'm doubling down on the waters, but I'm definitely going to do as much as I can with the stars. So let's grab this one. All right. And in that regard now, the star will let me place a forest tile. I'm going to put the forest tile right here for a couple of reasons. Number 1, so that way this guy can get another green unlocked, and we can choose, nope, we can't choose that yet. But number 2, then I get 2 books, because it has to do with all the connected forest spaces. So what's cool is if I pull this off right, I'm going to put 1 over here. That'll give me a bunch of books that way. I'm going to try to snake up here. It'll be a bunch of books. So I'm going to try to do everything I can to get as many books as I possibly can from this mechanic, which is cool, right? I like that. And that's why I kind of wanted to show you a game a little bit deeper in, so that you could, you know, I'm not spoiling all the unlocks, so to speak, but you can see that there's more to the game than when you first play it, where it seems kind of limited. Not anymore with some of these other things. They really kind of open up the play for you. So now I have those 3 books. Remember I said I wanted to get those? And so the question is where to go to expand my population. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay the 3 books. Oh, that's nice too. So with the star action, you can also spend up to 3 times. So that one I think is it either or? I want to be sure. With that in mind, it says, When you gain one extra book, and you gain one extra book and 1 point whenever you perform your tribe action. So that's just a +1. No, that's not. That would be. I'm sure that's using it. Sorry. They don't want to tell me. They don't. That's funny. They don't really show it. I'm sure what that means is when I use the star action, I can also spend books for points. That's what that means. But I'm not going to do that yet. I want to go over here. I'm going to spend these 3 books to remove this population. I'm going to put this guy away over here. And that's going to be 2 away. Well, luckily I have the ability to do that for free. So I can do that, no problem. Okay, and in doing so, now I've unlocked this extra space, which I'm going to need. So, next thing I'll do, I think, is just return the best card I can, which I think is going to be this one right here for me, because it lets me do some good stuff. I'm going to return, is that the best card I can? Or the combo card. I'll return the combo card to my hand to over there first, okay? Now I'm going to go ahead, I'm moving 2 because I'm hibernating again. And so we are going to take these cards now, add them to my area. We're going to take these and rest these cards. And then we're going to, oh gosh, I forgot to do that. All right, well, I will do that. I always forget, but I definitely don't want to miss out. So I'm going to take those 2 gears on this particular card right here, discard him. That was my switch action that I should have done. Now I'm going to bring the switch back up. And move him up. I get 1 point and 1 crystal. That point will, whoops. That point will push me over the edge to get a box. Randomly draw a box here. This box gives me 1 point and a crystal. I'll take it right now. Thank you very much. Okay. Now we're back in business here. Got to reset these. So with the cards I have now, really got to start. I've already expanded, done a lot of turns. So I really got to focus on getting to these spaces if possible, because this to that would give me 6, but that's even more important. So in my way, unfortunately, is 5 boxes, or I got this 3 over there, but that's worth a lot of points if I can afford it. Not 5 boxes, 5 food. How would I get said food? Well, I could get some from here. Let's see. Can I chain some of this along? Kind of, sort of. So, skip forest when counting. I don't need that right now. I am going to say that the best thing for me to do first is to, those are just expensive. Maybe the better thing is just to kind of come out on the outside and go through that way. So that's what I will do, I think. So to do that, it will require 1 food. I'll need 2 books and 2 food. So let's go ahead and make that happen, shall we? So the first thing we're going to do is play this card like this. That will give me 3 gears. 1, 2, 3. A free yellow card play. So I'm going to move that up here now. The yellow card play is, I'm going to put it down here as a matter of fact. That will give me another one of these tiles, which I'm going to plunk the book in this space for, oh no, I'm going to do it right now because I need those books right now. So I'll put it there, and that'll at least give me the book right now. And then, let's see, what did I just do? So it's easy to lose your train of thought inadvertently here. I forgot to get that food. There we go. That's what I didn't do. So I've got 1 food. I've got 1 book. I've got a bunch of those. And now since I've unlocked that space, I'll use this instead because it's not going to help here. But I really want to get this going. So I will use this to go under here. My warp on these boards has gotten better after leaving them in the box exposed to the air and flipped over for a little while, so that's good. All right, so then this cost me a crystal. I take this one off and I put it up here, and then I'm going to place another one of these forests. I'm going to put it right here, and that will give me a couple things. Number one, it'll give me another bump on the green, which allows me to get a, put that there, get another lightning bolt, get the green thing, and with the green thing I can take another green tile here, and I think the best thing to do would be to probably do this. So this allows me to put more population out. When I do it, I can do for less books, which is good. I'll save my books for other things. All right, and then in doing so, I will, let's see. Now I'll get 1, 2, 3, 4 books, which is awesome. And that'll give me all that I need, I think, to really do the next couple of moves. So I've done that. Now what I'll do is I'll spend 2 books and 2 food, but one of those food will be a crystal. So that'll be a crystal, and this, actually no, I've got the food, the books is a wild, right? So I'll just spend 3 books, 1, 2, 3, and the 1 food for these 4. That'll give me 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll give me another random chest. In said chest, I get a bump on any one spot, which I think is most prudent to use. I'm really not anywhere on this gray, and I'd like to get a little further on the gray, because then I can unlock this spot right here. So I bump that. Now, flip this over. I get to draw a card. Which card shall I draw? Well, I need to do some more work there, so this one probably makes the most sense because I can play it, put it under here, get extra, at least a little food and another book, and I can use that as a wild. Okay, and then kind of opening myself up for more bonuses, we'll put this here. Is that the best place? So if I put it the other way around, I think that's okay. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. Now, I would like to get another one of these things. So I am 2 away, which is fine because that's what I've got this for. So there's 2. I can spend 5 gears to build another doubler, and I can double up on this. Let's get this first. All right, so I get a free book and a gear. I'll take it. And then 2 on the yellow and 2 on the green. So 1, 2 on the green, and 1, 2 on the yellow. This unlocks this spot right here, which lets me choose another yellow machine. Not that great of choices in my mind. I'll use the crystal, but I'm probably going to end up spending these crystals more than anything else. But I really don't have a good way to get a ton of food, so we'll just do that for now. Now, okay. I've got a bunch of books. I've got enough books here where I actually could put out another person if I had a population tile open, which I don't. So I actually am going to spend the books as wild. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to get this guy flipped over. That's 2 more points. That's another card. And that's this. Now let's put this other card out here. Now, before I do another card, I'm definitely going to go like this to get 2 more on the yellow. So now we're up to 10. That unlocks nothing because I have to get to 5 first. Still there. Okay, but at this point, then I've done that. Got the 2 yellow. I got the points. I need to choose a card. Card. Crystal to a box. Interesting. Because these boxes can really help me score. I need a lot of crystals, no doubt about it. But I think the best thing is honestly this one. Or this guy, because shoot, never mind, I'll do this. I got an idea. Oh, but that doesn't help me if I put it down that way. Maybe I should have done that switcheroo. That would have been a better idea. I could have flipped it over, put it up here, got a bunch of gears. I'm going to rethink that. I think I'm going to go with this instead. It's more powerful. Okay. Now, knowing that I need more food, I also need just guys. I need books now, more books. I don't have a good way to get books right at this moment, but I could decide, well, let's slide this. And when I do that, it lets me take any one of the top actions here. I'll get those 2 food I was clamoring about. And then, because I still need, I got a long way to go to get to this one, which would be nice. And then I will play this guy here. It will give me 1, 2 food and a book. Now, let's see. To finish off this effort, I think the best thing for me to do, so I need a bunch of food. I think it's going to be this, because I do want to play that for that. So I will do that. I'm going to go again here. I'm going to put this up here. This gives me 1 of each. So food, book, gear. All right, and now I can definitely do this least cost. 1, 2, 3. So I do that. I get 2 points. I flip this over. This will be another population, which I kind of want it to reach a little bit. So let's put it over there. I got the 2 points. I need to draw a card. The crystal, to me, seems like a good one because I've got ways to use that the best possible, I think. Although that is really attractive to do that and just keep chaining over. But eventually you do run out of card spaces, and I don't have, I guess I could get this one, which lets me put it on top. Oh boy, that's a tough choice. So when you have this icon here, you can actually tuck another card in there. And I don't know. Question is, how many cards am I going to have? So I'm going to have 5 cards in play next time at a bare minimum, maybe even 6. So I sort of have what I need. I'll forego that for now. Maybe it'll be a mistake. I don't know. Okay, so I have used all my card spaces. I still have some options here. I would like to, if at all possible, activate this. And that would be 4 books. Well, I only have 2 and I have 1 of those, so that's not going to happen. However, in the spirit of digging deep, so this is kind of a wasteland over here. That's the only issue. So putting stuff out there is not the coolest thing. I might be better off. Good question. Well, let's see what we can do when we activate this. So we'll go 2 food up here. I'm going to do that to see if I can get a better spot to put next to this. So this is 1 point, which gives me another artifact. Now at this point, I've got a lot of stuff going on. I've got 1, 2, 3 lakes. I got 3 of everything really. So it doesn't truly matter, I suppose. We'll keep up with this effort. Okay, flipping this over, yes, it does provide me with a little better situation. Not 100%, but a little better. And then what I can do is I can spend 2 of those gears in 1 book and use this energy here to, I'm not going to spend the book. I'll show you why in a second. To give me the 1 extra that I need. I'm going to place this one out right here. That's going to give me another yellow. We're almost there with the yellows. and another gray. And this gray, we'll put this up here. I get another machine unlocked. Boy, that's a tough call. These are both good. I like them both. I think this one makes more sense though for now. Now, the reason I didn't want to do that is because I forgot I've got this guy that gives me a savings of 2 books. So I can go 4 books right there, plunk this guy out, get him in play. Oh, but I don't have enough food or anything. So back up. We're going to have to save that, which is really unfortunate, for later. No, that's not true. I could put him right there. The only problem is I put him right there. I am starting to really make it expensive for me to do more of them. But I'm going to do that because I want to take advantage of that machine as much as I can. I think I only have one more hibernation in me, more or less. So we're going to go with that approach and hope that I can accomplish everything that I'm trying to do. So let's do what I just said. Let's go ahead and put this on here. Let's spend the 2 books. In this case, let's take the 4. Let's put it right here next to this house. 1 away, so close. Wish I could get there, can't afford it. And then in that regard, I get the 2 points. And I get another artifact, major artifact. In this case, it's likely I'm going to get this before I get on the lake. I might get on the lake, we'll see, but this is more likely. Oh, wait, I took the lake one. I want the crate one because I think I'm going to get this crate here, and maybe I'll find another way to get another one. Okay, that really exhausts everything I can think of. I am going to play this to allow me to take back this card, probably. No, not that card. This card, this is the combo card. Yeah, I'll take back the combo card, I think. Either that or this card. Let's take back the combo card. Okay, so we're going to hibernate. 1, 2. We push that up. We bring these home. We take these and put them in with our other cards. So I have tons of cards to play. I probably should have gotten that one that I could stack. These come out now. All right, and then this goes up. There's a crate. Perfect. That's what I want. More crates, baby. And it gives me a return. I'll save this for a second. I'll use it after I use an energy because it lets me put an energy back. Okay, so now the goal is still to get down here if at all possible, because that'll help me get 6 points, and to get up there. To do that, I need to at least build one of these, if not both. This would be the best because it gives me crates and a ways to spend some stuff. I am flat out of everything though, so I'm going to do this first. So this gives me 2 books and a crystal, which I need. And then I'll go with probably this card. Yeah. Let's go with this card, which lets me get a gear and play this green card for free. And this green card for free is going to give me, I have to get more food. There's no doubt about it if I'm going to get there. So I need the food and another one of these. And I can spend that crystal to place the forest. I'll place the forest right here, which doesn't give me any more bonuses for that, but it does give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books, which is 1 more than I can afford, which is too bad, or like I can hold, sorry. But I don't think I'm clever enough. No, that's not true. That is not true at all, folks. So let's say, well, I needed that food. I don't know how I'm going to weasel that around, so I'm not going to try. Okay, I am going to try. So this is what I'm going to do. Before all of what I just did, I'm going to activate this to get the gear and the food, okay? So that gives me the gear and the food, and then that will let me do the following. With that, I don't even need that food, I guess. I could just go like this. I could basically play this here, spend the 1 book, and then bring this guy into play for just 1. So now we're cooking with gas. Then roll back to the other action here to finish up. I get the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books, which then lets me max out those books, 6 of them, which is fantastic. Now I just need a little bit more food to make the grade here. I got a bunch of books, and those books might become food, but I need 4 books to put this down. I need 5 food, or 4 food. No, I need 5 food. There's no doubt about it. So let's just think about how I'm going to pull that off. So here's a food right here. Boy, I wish I had a little flippy machine. Wish. If I could get another green one, I'd get a flippy machine. I've got some gears. So what I could do is I can put this over here to build something for just 1 gear. I could take this guy out, and in order to do that, I need to build next to something. Well, I need the gray and the yellow, right? So that's the best. Or no, I need a green. Okay. Well, this will get me the green and yellow right here. I'll build right there. That doesn't cost me any food. I get 2 green, 1, 2. That gives me another lightning bolt and a flippy machine. And then I also get 2 green and yellow. And it maxes this out. So I've got to get that gray up there because it's of real importance, and I got to get that over there, which I will be able to do. I'm confident I'm going to figure that out before the end of the game. Don't know how, but I'm going to figure it out before the end of the game. So now with all those books, maybe what I have to do is this. Maybe I have to get my gears, get myself in gear. Oh, but that, yikes, I really wanted to get 1 more out of that. How is my green not through the roof? I did not take, I took those books, that's right. Yeah, it doesn't do that. Never mind. Okay. Let's see. So, as you can tell, lots of fun choices once you get to this point where you have a lot of things. A little deeper into the campaign, you got a lot of things to consider, a lot of cool things. I basically have 1, 2 more cards I can play, and then I will get a hibernate, and that will be it. Then I'll have to make do with whatever I have. So, why would I want to do that? It's weird. I'll have to figure out what that means, because that just seems like I'm losing one of those. Maybe if you hibernate too much, you actually lose one. I've never done that before. Never had to hibernate that much. I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. So, and I actually have a way I think I can do that without doing that. All right, let's do this. Let's spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? That gives me the 5 I need to do this. Yeah, this will work out. All right, so I'm gonna put that just like so. And then I get 5 points, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is another crate, which will be that, a step up, which is perfect because I need this to unlock to get me another one of these. And I'm going gangbusters here and a lot of this stuff, so that. All right, I've unlocked it. Now I can actually get there And I'm going to get there by doing the following. First, I'm going to play this card here. I'm just not going to be able to get all 5 of those. I just don't see how I'm going to do it. That gets me 4 gears. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm going to use 3 of those gears. 1, 2, 3 for another house. Smack dab in the middle here. So that way I can get another lightning. Oh, no, you never get the same one twice. Sorry. So I already got the lightning, but this gets me, well, I might as well go closer. So this is 1, 2, 3. So I might as well do that and build 3 away just like that. And that way at least I get 1 green and the 3 points, which is another artifact, which is good. And then I get to draw the card. Now the card I'm going to draw is one of these that allows me to do the stack, which is perfect because I want to do that so that I don't have to hibernate again. So just in case, well, I think that means I'm going to lose one of these, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to hibernate that much. Okay. So then what that comes down to now is I still need a little bit more gas in the tank. However, I can go ahead and flip this guy around. And in doing so, I can go like this. Whoops, not this guy. And in doing so, I can go like this, rotate him, get a food and a book, the book that I need, and then I can play under him again, which is exactly what I'm going to do for my last thing here. Yeah. I don't know if I have, well, so I did that, I pulled that, now I need to, all right, so I'm going to do the following. This is going to be okay. This will work, I think. This is going to be crazy, and I hope it's legal. I say it that way, it's funny. All right, so first, the 4 books for this guy right here. So this guy, then I need to spend 1 food to bring him in. Kablamo, we got him. We got him in. And then I get another crate. All right, so this crate is 2 bucks. Couldn't have been more perfect. Then remember I had this one that gave me 1 point and the lightning bolt. I get to remove my lightning bolt from one of these spaces. And which space should I go with? I think I want to go with this one because I'm going to need the range. I'm not going to have a way to get it. Maybe. Yeah. I'm going to do that just in case. Then I am going to, again, try my best not to hibernate. I think this will all work. Because what I should be able to do is this. If I understand the rules right, I should be able to say, okay, 2 more books allows me to flip this right here. And this right here will be a point and another card. I'm going to get this one. I better look it up just to see, because that would be a shame if I couldn't double chain, but I hope I can double chain. I don't want to make a mistake. Play a card, there you go. Playing another yellow card, both activates the card, press previous yellow card once more, and the slot. Yeah. I would think I could just keep doing it. Okay, so then I play this here, and I can go 2 food and a book, 1, 2, and a book. And then for my final, oh, I can't rotate it around. So instead of the range, pardon me for adjusting here, I need to do this so that I can play that and rotate. Okay, there we go. So that way I can do that. Now, my final turn, or at least my final card turn, will be to move off the board The yellow doesn't help. This lets me change resources into other resources, which I think is the best one. So that will give me 2 more food, a book, and then I can go 3 to 3. Now, because I have the wild there, I don't think it really matters except for the food, because I don't need this much food. In any case, I guess I could do that. But what I'd really like to do is I need to get this gray up again. So in order to get the gray up, I have to have a spot to build, which is here, and that will really power me through in the green. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I'll just take it in wild, why not? Who knows? 3. Okay, now, oops, no, right here. So that's 5. Now I'll spend my 5 to put this guy over here and get 2, 4 on the green. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam, bam. And 2 on the gray. 1, 2. And that's really key because then I unlock this card combo for those, which I really wanted. I score more. And then this comes out. This I don't think will do me any good, but you never know. It gives me a couple points at least. I don't have any lightning, so it doesn't really matter. But all right, and I still have a few more things left. And I think the last thing that I could do, because I spent everything I could possibly think of. Did I unlock everything? Did I get... So this did not quite get that high to get my last artifact, which is a bummer. But I don't think I can pull any more of those fast ones. So what I will do is spend this to be 3 food. Do I have a 3 food out there? I've got another 2 food. There's a 3 food, but I can't reach. All right, well, I guess I can just do this. Boom, boom. Get 1 more point. Flip this over and maybe, just maybe, get a card, doesn't matter. Actually, it does matter. I'm going to take the yellow card because that's going to help me for these points. And then, can I place this in a way that I get the pay? Yes, yes I can. Doesn't quite get me anything else though, but still. All right. I think I've exhausted everything. I used the switch. If I didn't reset, no, because I haven't gone. I have not done the, yeah, I've done everything I can think of. I just 1 wild left, doesn't do me any good at this point for spending. All right, so that's it. So let's go through the scoring now and see how we have done. Making sure I get everything. Game end. Okay, so first we've got 24 points there. Sorry. So that'll be 50. Now I'm at 52. Then we have 2, 4. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 points for the guys. 62. Cards. These are non-starter cards now. So the starters don't count. I'm going to get points for every yellow and every green that is not a starter. Starter. That's a gray. Also gray, of course. Come on. Yes. And not starter, starter. Okay. So that means I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. So 10 more points puts me to 72. Then if I had any of the artifacts from that stack, which I don't, I would get. Then I get these points. So I used 4 of these times 3 because it's 1 of the card, 2, 3. So that's 12 more points. That puts me to 84. And then 1 times, yeah, I'm pretty sure I got that. Pretty sure I did. I can count them. Let's count them at the very end, though. 1 times the number of unique lakes. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry, 2. So that's 8. Puts me to, what is it? 1, 2. Okay. We're at 92. And then here I've got 3 times the number of crates. I've got 6 crates. So that'll be 18. So that'll put me to 110. Now, I just want to be 100% sure I scored everything. So there's 1 artifact, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 artifacts. I moved past that. And I don't think the 7th one I've almost 100% sure is locked into here. Yeah. Because I don't know how else I would have gotten anything else. I would have had to do that. So yeah, I did it legitimately, I think. All right. So 110. And then it would be for any other things I've got. I don't have anything else. So there we go. So 110 is a regular victory. I think that's a record for me. I was hoping it was going to get more. I thought I was really, with those things going on, I thought I was really kind of cooking with the wild resources. But still, I'm happy with 110. So thanks again for watching. I really appreciate everybody. Hopefully this really gave you a feel of how the game opens up. Oh, I forgot. No, here we go. So there's 2 of these. I forgot to score these, for pity's sake. So this is going to be, I have on these on 3. That's 6 points right there. And then here I have 3 times 4 is another 12. There we go, 128. All right, that makes me feel a little better. Almost a major victory. If I could have found 2 more points. But either way, I'm happy about that. Maybe I could have done something here. But that's only, I mean, who knows? I had to unlock that again. I couldn't get there. Either way, thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate the support. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope that you saw a little bit deeper into this game, that it has more to offer than the first game. The first game I played, I was kind of underwhelmed till the end when I started locking things, and it started to make me feel, oh, okay, there's a little more depth here. And then the second game, it was a little deeper, and now this, getting these other sides of the boards is really cool. So I'm enjoying this one a lot. And I really need, as far as I'm concerned, I need to try to get to these higher states to really kind of press things up. Either way, I hope you have a fantastic time doing whatever you decide to do in the future. Take it easy, everybody.